Hey, it's Trisha Arietta. Here today, this morning, I'm just finishing up some Instant Pot yogurt. I figured I would do a little video and show you how you do that. And why I do Instant Pot yogurt is because it's really hard to find whole milk yogurt in the grocery stores. And then I have done a little bit of reading on A2 versus A1 milk. And so I found this A2 whole milk. And so you can ferment this and just get a way better product for your gut, for gut health. And my kids like it, and we use it in smoothies. My daughter uses it pretty much every single morning for her breakfast before school. So this is how you do it. I'm just kind of catching you up because I already did most of the steps, but we're at the cooling phase and at the Instant Pot kind of phase. So I'll just walk you through what I did, and it's super simple. And look, like a lot of times I talk to people and they say there's not a lot they can do because their gut health is so bad, but really there is a lot of stuff you can do. You don't have to necessarily take probiotics every single day. You can do yogurt, and store-bought yogurt, okay, but if you make your own, you get a lot more healthy gut bacteria that you may want to put into your system. So what I do is I got this milk and I just poured the whole thing, I didn't put any more in there, into my Instant Pot. And then I pushed, let me just show you, I pushed the saute button, which brings this concoction up to 180 degrees. And you're stirring it the whole time. And then you leave it there, and then you turn the Instant Pot off, and you let it cool back down to like between 110, 115 degrees, which is kind of where we're at now. So I just measured it before I jumped on here. I just went and took hi Kristen, I took a shower, and now was at 116 degrees a couple of seconds ago. So now what I'm gonna do is I have some starter yogurt. This is from another batch that I'm just getting finished, and some mom's in trouble because it's not, this is not ready yet, but it'll be ready tomorrow. So I just took a quarter cup from this half-gallon jar that I made before, and originally, when I first started making this, it came from a store-bought yogurt. You can get a yogurt culture, but I just got the Stonyfield Organic, and I just used that to start the other one. So now I'm just gonna dump this in, and the texture of the homemade yogurt is not soupy, but it's not like solid. It has whey in it still, so it's gonna be a little bit, it's gonna have a different texture, but it tastes so good. And I have been avoiding dairy for a really long time, but if I ferment this for 24 hours, it will be sour, which you can use that in smoothies, but I haven't had any problems when I've tried it, just like a tablespoon or a couple tablespoons at a time. So the next step is gonna be to take the lid. So you get your lid, and I'm just gonna give you a little tip. I do a lot of bone broths in this Instant Pot, and so I don't even know where the thing is, but there's the gasket that goes inside here, and it really, after you do bone broth for 24 hours, it takes on that smell. So you wanna just take that out of there because you don't want your yogurt tasting or having any kind of odor of bone broth, trust me. So then you're just gonna line this up just like any other way. You're gonna pop that on there, and then it's gonna show closed. And then you're gonna come over here, and if you have an Instant Pot, that's the other thing I forgot to mention, that yogurt, there's gotta be a yogurt button on your Instant Pot. And what this does is it basically takes this whole mixture and make sure you don't have it on the lid, the pressure, and keeps it at a constant temperature for however long you say to leave it on there for. So you're just gonna go ahead and push yogurt, and then it says 24 hours. And I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't know what's gonna happen for the rest of the day. And it'll stop the temperature, and it'll just keep it warm. So now that is telling me that the Instant Pot knows that it's gonna be going to keeping it that constant temperature, not pressure. We're not using pressure here. We're just using the temperature because we want those cultures to multiply. So that is what I have for you. It's really like 4 steps, and then you can take this off at 8 hours or 12 hours as well. But the longer you leave it on here, the more cultured it's gonna get. So try that out. Don't be afraid to try that. It's so good for your gut, so good for everything. And yeah, happy fermenting. And go ahead and put this in your smoothies. Put jam in it if you want to sweeten it up a little bit, or honey. Whatever natural sugar you have, it's so good, and it's so much easier and so much better for you than some of the store-bought stuff, then it's like accessible. It's not like millions of steps that you have to do this yourself. So I'm just going to encourage you to check that out. All right. Have a great day. I think that's it. And peace out. Bye-bye.